making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And this is caught at the end. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Luton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
At the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Seven, our score after 1.
Tied 7-7.
From the gun is Luton. Flushed out right. And Eifert has it. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 29, Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And that that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A loss of a yard on the play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. And hit
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Luton. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Luton to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing is Luton. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Connection made with Shenault. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
That's the score. Jaguars 21, Texans 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 6. They're on the 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick first down as well.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. Now Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Keke Coutee. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Cottrell, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Luton. Space to maneuver at the 40. This is Chenault on the receiving end. 16 yards, a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First down, Jacksonville.
They're going play action with Luton. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Laviska Chenault, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Jaguars.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cottrell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. This is Thompson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Darian Conley on the tackle.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On the carry, Thompson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 2nd down now, Cottrell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. This is going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Lambo on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, yeah! In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. A throw over the middle taken in. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. On first down, it's Watson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
What's up, guys? Get in there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they said...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hakeem Butler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. To the left side here for Eifert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun is Luton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Luton. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 2nd down, Cottrell. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run with Thompson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
A 24-yard attempt.
Splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Jaguars have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jaguars, they boost their record up